We need to move into, I see we are consolidating into one room for the observer comments. This will be a 30-minute session. We have a sign-up sheet in the back. Marcia, could you bring up this sheet if anyone has signed up? This is an opportunity for anyone to give a 3-minute comment up at the microphone on any topic, and we have one speaker.
Hi, my name is Sherry Lewis, and I belong to Mothers for Peace, San Luis Obispo Mothers for Peace. I came in late, so I missed a lot of the general information. But let's see, one question. Some of these might be really dumb questions because I can't follow a lot of what's going on because I don't know that much. But what I gather, and I just want this verified, if that there can be a lot of slippage way down underground and not show at all on the surface of the earth. That's correct, right? That's one of the things you were talking about when you have like 34 millimeters a year of slippage on the San Andreas Fault, but in some places it comes out to, on the surface it's only 28, so therefore there's pressure building up.
That would lead to an increase in,
which will then burst apart at some point in an earthquake, say. I mean, that's what everybody knows, right? I don't, but you guys all do, right? It's general information, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to ask. The other thing I want to ask is I personally am very interested in the nuclear waste and how long the nuclear waste lasts as a lethal thing. All this talk about earthquakes for the next, say, what are the chances of a terrible earthquake or a tsunami for the next 20 years, there seems to be no discussion or even allusion to the next 100 years or 1,000 years or 100,000 years. And some of these toxic elements are lethal for 250,000 years. So if they're stored here, which of course everybody says they won't be stored here, but so far they're going to be stored here, and we don't know until when. So if they're stored here and all this talk about earthquake and slippage and things happening, I mean, some of these earthquake predictions are like there could be one bad earthquake in 10,000 years. Well, that's well within the toxicity of the radioactive nuclear waste. Are there any comments about that? Okay. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Are there any other speakers that would like to offer a comment? Kevin, you asked earlier.
Yeah, we will, for questions on science issues, we can deal with between 6 and 7, and there, I hope you can come up and ask the simplest, not be afraid to ask, as you said, something that may sound silly. We're happy to try to explain that to you. Issues about how long waste will be at Diablo Canyon, as you know, all that we're operating now under is the ISFC license, and so we can't get into anything beyond that. Yeah, so you're at an earth science meeting, and we are not the people to answer radiological issues. It's got to be a different group.
Well, I just want to say, along that line, isn't it true that at Humboldt?
Please come up to.
Okay. That at the decommissioning at Humboldt, that there's no plans at all for moving the FISI. That it's written down that it's going to be there forever, that's where it's going to be. There's no plans. There is no 20-year license period there. Is that not true?
I can, again, only be talking about in this meeting what's happening in seismic hazards. This is just the wrong topic. Okay, so you need for us, it has to go to a different group of people. You have the advantage to speak to the earth scientists right now, and earth scientists can answer questions on earth science, but we can't answer radiological questions for you. That's not our area of expertise. Any other comments? No? All right, great. So thank you for the first day. I'll talk to Bill and find out how your guys did, but we came up with a good list of what we need to do on the ground motion side. So right now we have we're early, a break, but we can get something quick to eat. We will be back just in this room at 6 o'clock. So those of you who again have any earth science questions, you want to understand more detail, same issue about how rupture happens and what's going on, we'll be glad to spend time answering those. Other political questions are